We're a Bitcoin treasury company, so we're securitizing Bitcoin. We're providing high-performance equity. We're also providing convertible bonds. We've provided other kinds of bonds in the past, but primarily our job is to bridge the traditional capital markets that want bonds, or they want fixed income, or they want equity, or they want options. And we plug that into the crypto economy, and we use Bitcoin as the vehicle to do that.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. And they finally start to cut rates. And we know Japan is going to start raising rates. And those trillions of dollars that are sitting in money market accounts are going to start flowing over to the emerging markets. And we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction so they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
We have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back, but as I'm doing this video, we are moving up as we see yield rates plummet. And right now, we have the stock market slightly down. Now, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates right now, like I stated, plummeting. And it looks like the bond market is trying to do the work for the Fed. And we also have the VIX down also. And then, of course, we have the dollar down. We have volume in crypto right now up. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Tether has minted another billion on Ethereum. And as long as they keep pumping these stable coins, we know the crypto market is going to maintain or move up higher. And at the beginning of the month, it's like clockwork. Like I stated, the 5th, they need Bitcoin as collateral, but of course the 6th falls on a Friday. We know we have options, so we probably won't move up until we're the only game in town on the weekend. And then next week, we start the pump. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $135 billion. Make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis during the week. And it is a 75% chance Fed will cut rates. But we also get the jobs report this week. And don't forget, we have holiday hiring, so it's going to be very manipulated. So we're going to see how the media tries to spin it. And we'll see whether the Fed is going to cut or pause. If they cut, we know it's going to give us more liquidity. So we know markets are going to continue to move up. And we have Trump's pick for SEC chair coming soon. And the narrative that they're selling us is that Trump is the crypto president, the Bitcoin president. So we know whoever gets into the SEC is going to do things totally different than Jay Clayton and Gary Gensler. It's going to move this fourth industrial revolution along. And part of that fourth industrial revolution that's going to run the economy are these digital assets. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, Trump's job is to land us in this fourth industrial revolution. Now we have geopolitical events popping up. We have South Korean president declares emergency martial law. So get your popcorn, sit back, let it play out. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs right now down. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have New York regulators may approve Ripple RLUSD stablecoin by December 4th. And like I've told you, this stablecoin is the final step for Ripple becoming a bank. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Cambodia blocks access to 16 crypto exchange websites due to cybercrime. So we know that narrative is not going away. It's going to be stepped up. Remember, I told you that crypto is going to be used as the scapegoat for this legacy market taking a fall. Only thing you have to do is watch the video I did last night. Now we have tokenized uranium goes live on Tezos network with RChex and the help of metal storage Cameco. And remember, guys, everything's going to be tokenized and put on blockchain. And we have Coinbase integrates Apple Pay into OnRamp, making fiat to crypto purchases seamless. And while the NWO builds, the sheep sleep. And I'm going to put a lot of the information in the Patreons because we got a lot of information on NWO building real use cases. So we definitely see this digital economy coming together. And lastly, speaking of the digital economy, we have Chainlink and 21X, a partner to launch the first EU-regulated financial market infrastructure. Gets approved by Germany to start trading tokenized equity, debt securities, and funds, as well as real estate or artworks. And remember, guys, they're tokenizing this whole economy, so therefore they can take it inside the metaverse. Don't forget the plan. This economy is going to be nothing but a video game. That's why they call them tokens. That's why it's called a tokenized economy. Crypto means hidden message, hidden meaning. These cryptos, these digital assets are for the machines. But again, we see this fourth industrial revolution moving fast forward. And while the sheep sleep, the NWO definitely builds. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows, when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.